Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Thursday. What is going on? How's the audio? I'm trying something different today. Can you hear me good? Yay or nay? Give you guys a chance to hop on here. We've got a huge solar storm headed towards the Earth. Hey, what's up? Last one, 2000 or 207. James Ryan, Tammy Corton, Tina Johnston, Bob Dog. What's up, guys? Yay, thank you. Miss Tree School. Awesome. Thank you. Last one. You know what I did? I took this. I noticed, took this thing out of the way. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Took it out of the way. 4.7 million miles per hour. You know what? To be honest, the very first time I heard that in regard to one of these, right here, solar flare, I couldn't believe it either. I'm just being honest with you. I'm like, there's no way. Yes way. Because what I did, I calculated the flare, the CME right there that followed the flare. I calculated, okay, just the approximate time it should arrive at Earth. That right there, the CME. And it was a strong one, came off hot. And it wasn't even this fast. It was 2.7. 2.7. And the math, sorry, the math came out to 2.7 million miles per hour because we're told that the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. And according to when the Aurora started acting up around the Earth in conjunction with the arrival of the hot plasma cloud, yeah, no joke. It was at just under 2.7 million miles per hour. It's really crazy. It's hard to process that type of data. I agree 100%. Uh, no, Carl, no weed over here. If I had weed, I'd be like this. I'd be asleep. So it's not for me. It never has been, to be honest with you. It's just not my thing. But no problem with anybody that does. To each his own. But that's just not my thing. 13 billion light years away, this broadcast having moist. You're right. You're exactly right. But anyway, we're looking at the Soho Lasco C2. This is the last 48 hours. Nelson Jenks, in fact, sent me a copy of the comet diving near the sun. I don't know if it was actually a sun diver or if it went maybe around the sun and then there's obviously nothing left of it. But notice about 12 hours later, right there, I've seen that so many times. Much quicker though. You'll see the comets usually come over here if the sun were a clock, over here at the 4 o'clock position. That's where the majority of them come in from. You'll see one come in and then relatively quickly, like right here, that was about 12 hours later, you'll see the solar flare of CME. A lot of times it's pretty instant. So big, strong solar flare that did create a radio blackout over here on the daylight side of the Earth. The orange you see right there and the yellow, that's where the energy from the shock wave, when we use that type of language, shock wave, there it is. And the shock wave came from the very powerful, in fact, the strongest solar flare of solar cycle 25. That was an X28, which is right here. I put together this little video clip of the very powerful solar flare, and I keep track of it over on the homepage of the website. I'll show you guys here in a minute. But this was an X28, strongest so far of solar cycle 25 that we are pretty much right in the middle of. You're going to see it over here on the upper right hand, right there. Earth directed, yes, indeed. What's up, guys? Oh, I got some things to show you guys. And here's the sun in a different wavelength. It's the same satellite, the SDO. There's the X-class solar flare right there. That line you see right there, that is created by light saturation that overwhelms the satellite just temporarily, and you'll see it right there. And sometimes, like right there, you can see the like what looks like static around the sun. It's not literally around the sun. That's how the satellite is interpreting and processing that energy. Like those weird lines that are showing up on the ISS live cam, those lines are remaining stationary as the space station is flying over. So if it were some sort of a digital artifact with regard to the processing side of the camera, the digital artifact would be moving with the camera. It can't. It's remaining that anomaly out over the oceans that we're seeing above the Pacific, the Indian. It's remaining stationary. Space station's flying right over it. So to me, that rules out a digital artifact. I kept this picture up another day. I didn't change it. I thought this was so wild. Man driving down the road, and Mr. John Rogers took that photo. So I didn't change it today. I normally change it every day, 24 hours. I put up a new photo. This one here, that's a classic. I got some good ones, though, to share with you guys today. I know you are going to enjoy. But over here, what I do, I keep track of the X-class solar flares for solar cycle 25 over here at the homepage of the website. And we are, well, the one you just saw was number 19. Number 19. That's how many X flares we've had so far in solar cycle 25. And right here it is on the graph, reaching way up in the treetops. And here's the ionosphere responding. This is the D region, and this is where the blackouts occurred. Primarily, for about an hour, I think. There was disruptions in radio communication on the daylight side of the Earth. And sometimes, it can interfere with aircraft communication and things like that. So that was a big storm, and it's coming towards the Earth. We could, here's the thing, moving at 4.7 million miles per hour. I did the math already. I did it before I started the video. That CME should arrive in 19 hours, just over 19 hours. So that's quick. Do you know how fast the Carrington event was? The Carrington event of 1859? Right around 7 million miles per hour. And that generated damage to telegraphs and things like that. Auroras were seen down in the Caribbean, just totally wild. Carlos Skywatcher happened to record. This is a video of the Earth-facing side of the sun, courtesy of Carlos out of Portugal. And right here, that's the active region containing the sunspot that created the very large Earth-directed solar flare that we should see a CME traveling at 4.7 million miles per hour. This should arrive in 19 hours. And you can do the math too. I challenge you. Just take 93 million or you can leave the zeros off if you want. Take 93 divided by 4.7. You'll see, but that's a close-up view of the sunspots in active regions by Carlos Skywatcher. Thank you, Carlos. Good job, Carlos. Never misses a sunset, unless, of course, it's cloudy from Portugal. So thank you, Carlos. I really do appreciate that. Coming over here to spaceweather.com. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Geminid meteor shower. I'm still trying to pull in the comet, the ancient time traveler that's going to join us 115 days from now during the total solar eclipse. The countdown is down to 115 days, 18 hours to April 8th of 2024. We're going to be in one of these locations here on April 8th. It's either going to be in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, probably not Kentucky because there's so little part of Kentucky that's going to be in the path of totality. Quite possibly southeastern Illinois, Indiana, going right through the middle of south central Indiana and central Indiana. northwestern Ohio, far northern Pennsylvania, more than half of the state of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So one of those states we're going to record this spectacular event, but we're waiting to decide based off of obviously weather conditions. It can't be cloudy. I want to pick an area that's nice and bright and sunny, no clouds, because we want to see this little guy, big guy, right here. And here it is. He's going to join the party, and there's 12P Ponds Brooks right there, incoming. And I don't think that we'll see it on the Soho as well. You'll be able to see that comet, but I think it'll be coming in from the top, unlike this one here that came in very quickly from the 7-8 o'clock position. But ancient time traveler coming to join us for the spectacular total solar eclipse on April 8th, 115 days away from today. Got a lot of things I want to share with you guys in this video. And since a lot of you like the rocks and things like that, and you're very smart, by the way, very, very quickly identified a lot of those. So I'm going to share some more with you. Not all. I do have some setting over here that I'm going to share with you guys later on in the video. But I have some cool things that I want to share with you guys. I did want to touch base on that solar flare. We could see, and this will tell you, guys, if the auroras start lighting up, and right now there's a little bit of activity on the dark side of the Earth. As you can see, the auroral oval over here at spaceweather.com, that light green is indicating there are some light, small aurora activity in the upper latitudes of planet Earth, but nothing major. And the reason for that is not a solar flare, CME type thing. It's because of this right here. That's called the IMF, the Interplanetary Magnetic Field. See the BZ over here? See how it says south? Anytime that tilts south, the magnetic shields open up, and solar wind is free to come in and interact with the atmosphere of the Earth unchallenged. So anytime that tilts south on any day, even if solar activity is low, I'm talking totally flat, no solar activity at all. When that's south, solar activity and auroras, or at least auroras, will spark. Anytime it's north, that means the doors are closed. When it's south, the doors open, solar wind is free to come in. Even solar wind at 300 kilometers per second, 200 kilometers per second will spark auroras. So that's just a little tidbit, something I've learned over the years, because I'll be like, wow, why are we having auroras and there's no CME? That right there. Interplanetary magnetic field. When it tilts south, auroras are on. But this right here, according to spaceweather.com, and I keep track too of the solar flares. That was number 19, by the way. And that was the strongest flare of the current solar cycle. We're in solar cycle 25. And there's another view of the strong solar flare. Radiation from the flare caused a deep shortwave radio blackout over the Americas, and that's where we saw on the map right here over South America, right in the middle of the activity, and up into the southern half of the United States. So that was the daylight side of the Earth when the solar flare occurred, and it was from that active region right up there that is turning away from planet Earth. But I was wanting to ask you guys if you saw any meteors last night. Did you guys see any meteors? There were apparently in the Geminid meteor shower is underway. So eyes to the skies. If you have clear skies, obviously you can't see these if it's cloudy, but we're in the middle of the Geminid meteor shower. One thing I wanted to touch on, I noticed in the comment section, someone had left a comment, and they noticed on the El Nino La Nina graph that I was showing you guys how this influences weather patterns all around the world. Check this out. He noticed this as I was scrolling through the years of data that have kept track of the INSO, the La Nina, El Nino phenomenon. It's a real phenomenon. He noticed in 2005, check it out, blue was a weak La Nina. 2005 was when Hurricane Katrina occurred, and it was during a weak La Nina. So whenever there's La Nina in play, hurricanes can get stronger, and there can be more of them, especially in the Atlantic Basin and what they call the MDR. They call it the main development region in the area between Africa, across the southern Caribbean, and then up into the Gulf of Mexico. But the main development region is between Africa and the Greater Antilles. When there's no wind shear there during La Nina times, hurricanes can form. Check this out. 2017, you guys all remember 2017 and what went down in 2017, right? Hurricane Irma and the Maria, Jose, there was a whole plethora of hurricanes. Check it out. 2017, weak La Nina. I'm telling you, it's like clockwork. If you follow this, you'll know the weather before anybody else does. Just follow this. I'm telling you, it's very, very consistent. 2022, what happened in 2022? Hurricane Ida. Remember Hurricane Ida that went into Fort Myers? Sure you do. Check it out. Weak La Nina. It's like clockwork, guys. And the big thing, with this, it changes the jet stream. That's why it's getting ready to rain, and it has been raining again up in the Pacific Northwest. It's getting ready to snow in Colorado right now and parts of, I think, New Mexico. But yeah, it's very consistent. And if you want to know the weather and the weather patterns and how hurricanes form in the Atlantic, just follow those two things right there, La Nina and El Nino. But that was a good observation. Glad you noticed that. I noticed it too. I just forgot to mention it. Okay, here we go, guys. I've got some cool pictures to share with you guys. I've got some very interesting videos to share with you guys in this video. And here we go. I got something that is so weird. Well, I'll talk about it later, okay? I don't know if I'm going to share it in this video because I want to show it in a video all by itself. Do you guys remember the fascinating photo out of Morocco? What looked like I don't know, it looked like a saucer, a disc in the sky. Here's another one, but this one here was elongated, taken by Maya out of Portugal. Look at this. Are you serious? I mean, how does that happen? And this isn't like it's above a mountain. Sometimes above mountains, above like Mount Shasta, for instance, over in, where am I at? Yeah, that's west. Over in Northern California, Mount Shasta produces some really bizarre cloud configurations in the sky. This one here is not above a mountain. Looks like you tell me, what do you see here? Winter solstice 12/21, Charlene. That is correct. And that's my birthday a week from today, 12/21. But anyway, this was above Portugal. I got some more from Maya, who was kind enough to share those amazing. Here's another one, a slightly different color. Check it out. Yeah, I mean, the sun was obviously at a different angle, creating a different color. I don't know. There's like a big sub sandwich up in the sky. And you got to ask yourself, how does that happen? Right? Different color here. You don't see any mountains there. This is in town. Look at all the condominiums, or I don't know what these are, buildings of some sort, apartments, condos. There it is again. And there's a smaller one back there. This is the primary one. That's what drew our attention to the sky. And Stephanie B, who's being rude? The moderator's watching, but no need to. 621. Okay, so you're on you're on the equinox. That's cool, Charlene. And I'm sorry if somebody's being rude in there. Knock it off, man. There ain't no point in being rude. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's just simple as that. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Pretty basic, man. Terrestrial Star family member. What's up, Terrestrial? Thank you. Here's another photo by Maya. She took several photos. You can see it's a little darker here. These are all unedited, by the way. And that thing didn't move, just sat there in the sky like a big old submarine sandwich. Really cool. Here's a close-up view of the same thing. And again, it's getting dark. It's still there, hasn't moved, stayed in the same location for I don't know how long, long enough for her to set up her camera or her phone and take multiple pictures. There's a distant view when it was a little more daylight outside, you know. Just more bizarre photos from Morocco. Or actually, those were out of Portugal. Here's another photo sent in by Maria. We see these sometimes over here in the U.S. It's kind of a like I don't know, like a weave pattern up in the sky. I'm not quite sure how that creates. It's created by wind shear, I think. But how it's so unique like that and photogenic, don't know. There you go. That was above Portugal just a few days ago. Another one of these, we've been seeing these a lot here recently. Here's another example of primarily ordinary clouds in the sky, right? You see clouds, and then what happened in the middle? What's going on here? Tammy Taylor Wells out of Clearwater, Florida. Look at that. That's obviously why she took the photo of the sky. What entered the clouds and then exited? Why didn't it just continue on? You see what I mean? They're just puzzling. They're mysterious. Is it anything nefarious? I don't think so. But how did that do that? It looks so unnatural. Unnatural enough to where Tammy Taylor Wells decided to take a picture of it. I don't blame her. There's another one right over here. Look. Something small going on over there, not quite as big as that one. That's very obvious. But it looks like they start and stop just out of nowhere. Okay, I've got another one. Oh yeah, I think so. Closer up, farther away view. Back to Clearwater, Florida. Again, just a mysterious observation. I've got another example of this to share with you guys. I think it's in this folder. Oh yeah, it is. Check this out. All right, you want to talk about weird? Like yesterday's video was full of weird stuff. Check this out. Look like tubes in the sky by Cindy McClure. See them? Those don't even look natural. Cindy McClure out of Mishawaka, Indiana. There's something else there, probably a bird or a hot pixel. But it's these things right here. Tube, 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 and a tube that are vertical. They're going up. Everything else in the sky looks random. She sent me two photos of that. There you go. Here's another one. Right there. How does something like that happen? They're separated pretty much equally. I don't know, guys. It's just weird. That's all I can say. BOOGT75 out of Westlake, Louisiana. Big old jumbo halo in the sky from just a couple of days ago out of Westlake, Louisiana. Dave Davenport, not sure of the location, but here you go. Like the photos I just showed you guys by Maya out of Portugal above the town here, you know, that strange cloud above her location. The mountain right here where Dave is located, and he didn't tell me the location, but more than likely that's somewhere, I would say out here, out west, I'm assuming, if it's in the U.S. But the wind can create weird clouds. They're called lenticular clouds, and that's an example, I guess, of a lenticular. But it looked strange enough to where he felt compelled to take a picture. It looked like a stack of pancakes or something up in the sky. But generally, you can look and see the mountains and be like, okay, the mountains did that, and you know, you can identify what's going on there. Hey, Rhonda Peterson. You're welcome. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. My pleasure. Okay, that is all that were in that photo album there. I've got two photo albums of various things that I want to share with you guys. And I want your opinion on this one here coming up. This is a video. I've got one, two, three, four. I got four videos to share with you guys and a whole folder of wild photos to share. And then I'm going to get to the rocks, and I'm going to challenge you again to see, and I know you'll get them. I am 100% confident that every one that I have over here that I'm going to show you guys, you'll have it in 2 seconds. Smartest people in the world right over here. You know it. In this comment section. Absolutely. Okay, here we go, guys. This is a video that I've had for a couple of weeks, maybe. Yeah, it goes back to November 11th, 11/11/23. Black object in the sky, video footage sent in by Sean. You guys tell me what we're looking at here. I've been looking at it off and on. I can't say it's this, that, or the other. I can say what it's not. I just don't know what it is. So sometimes if I don't know or even I kind of have an idea. I'm gonna see if you come up with the same idea. Question up north. Say the light from the sun takes eight seconds to get here. Why does it take so much time for a solar storm? Solar storm, it's the density of the solar storm. Light is a photon traveling at the speed of light. The density of a CME solar storm is going to travel a little bit slower than light itself, and that's why the ionized radiation doesn't travel at the speed of light. It's the molecules are denser. So to answer your question, that's why. He asked why it takes so much longer for solar flares to get to the Earth. With respect to light, light travels from the sun to the Earth in 8 minutes, but we're talking about a photon, and a photon, light photons moving at the speed of light. CMEs do not move at the speed of light, but a CME that's moving at 4.7 million miles per hour, wow, that's moving, man. That's moving for a CME. You better believe it. That was a strong solar flare. But anyway, back to the video here. Black object in the sky. What do you guys think this is? Here's the video footage. Here we go. What do you see? I mean, it was strange enough to where, the guy Sean felt compelled to take a video of it. We don't take videos of things that we can identify in the sky. I know I don't. He said it wasn't making any sound. It was quiet. It was remaining primarily in the same location. Black. It appears to be dark black. What do you guys think? That X flare was it was an X28, Jeremy. You're right. You are exactly right. What do we see here, though? Looks stationary. At times, it looked like it was pulsing. And then there's times I look at this and I'm like, okay, is that a collection of balloons? But it almost looks like it's moving very fast. Way too big to be a drone. That's pretty good size. If it were balloons, that's the video right there. I know it's difficult to see because it's kind of pixelated, but that's just how it came out. Usually with balloons, if that were a balloon, strings would be hanging off the bottom. Easy to identify, okay? And if there's strings hanging off the bottom of it, I won't even show you guys because I'm not going to sit here and show you balloons in the sky. That's crazy. That was a little mysterious. It looked like to me it's rotating very, very quickly. It remained in the same location. There's some sort of a mysterious object in the daytime sky, a black object that obviously is not an airplane, helicopter. I am not up to speed on all the kinds of drones that there are. I suppose it could have been a drone, but if it was, that was a mighty big drone. So anyway, neat video that I wanted to share with you guys. Another video from the daytime sky out of Coral Springs, Florida, I believe. It's Coral Springs, Florida. This video too, same exact day, but we're dealing with something white in the sky instead of black. Same day, not too far from the same time, Jacob sent this video in, and here we go. And he noticed this in the evening sky. He said it looks like a disc. He said it looks like a disc. Those are birds that just went through the screen there. He's, he said it stopped, hovered in the same place. Now it's moving very slowly again, I believe left to right. No blinking lights, no noise. Then it's going to go behind the trees, but now he moved away from the tree. Okay, so he said it's no plane, and it is hard to tell in the video, but he said looking at it around his recording device, he said it looked like a disc. I can't tell in the video. I know you guys can't either. Hi, Kermit the Frog. What is up? Hi, everybody. Brian C. Cole, Spy Balloon. Hey, man, you know what? Your guess is as good as mine. That's a good guess. We'll go with it for now. Elizabeth Gully from Illinois. Hi, Elizabeth from Illinois. Yeah, here's another, just a mysterious, unidentified object. I get a lot of these. I get them every day. You guys see things in the sky every day. There's somebody seeing something. And, since the conception, like I mentioned earlier, since the conception of these little devices, everybody pretty much has the ability to pull out their recording device and record a high definition or take a photo high definition quality of a mysterious object in the day, nighttime sky. But I will say this: the nighttime sky, it's a little more difficult obviously it's dark, but the bright light doesn't record too well. And if you do see something in the nighttime sky, here's one thing I can recommend. Let's say you spot a light in the sky and you don't know what it is. It's not a plane or a helicopter or whatever, and you want to record it with your phone. Just record it without zooming in, because when you zoom in, it creates all kinds of it all becomes out of focus, and it will lose a lot of quality. Just record it, and if you want to share it, send it in, and I'll zoom in on the laptop, and it maintains better quality. That's all. I've done it myself. I learned from zooming in and over zooming, because we're over curious. We want to see what it is, so you want to zoom in closer, and just don't try to refrain. Just record it, zoom in after the fact, and you'll get a better quality video, especially at night, and sometimes during the day too. It just depends, but don't over zoom, because it will give you an out of focus video, basically. Here we go. Another daytime video, like the one out of Coral Gable, or Coral, Florida, Cape Coral, Florida, Gobles, Michigan. Mo Melinda Brown, 11/16 of 2023 at 1:57 p.m. Here we go. Some sort of a mysterious object in the daytime sky. The left is unzoomed. Over here on the right, I zoomed in. I just have them side by side. Same exact video, same location, same mysterious object, whatever it may be. What do you guys think it is? What's up, guys? Yeah, digital zoom. You don't want a digital zoom. You're right, Cole. Just record it and zoom in after the fact. Get it on recording first, like over here on the left. That's at the original distance, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's hard to record these things that are, way up in the sky. Sometimes it depends on the lighting and stuff like that. It's tough to get a good quality video. It really is. But this object here above Michigan, making no sound, doesn't appear to have wings or a tail fin. No blinking lights. No rotary. It made no sound. Doesn't appear to be balloons. It's got its own propulsion system. It's going to disappear into the clouds right there, and away it goes. Another mysterious object. Get these every day. You guys are seeing things in the skies every day, not only in the United States, but all around the world. No kidding. You guys don't miss a trick. You do not. Trust me. Okay, let's see, got one more. Yeah, here we go. We're going to Huntington, I believe Huntington Beach. Let's see here. Huntington, California. This one, 11/12 of 2023. We saw two videos on 11/11 This one, 1112 by Michelle. Not quite sure, but obviously daytime. This looks very similar in some regards to what we just saw up in Michigan. This is off the west coast of California. Check it out. Making no sound was unusual enough for Michelle to get her phone out and start recording. You know, prime example right here of being able to just reach down, grab your phone, and record something mysterious in the sky on the fly. Video turned out pretty good, whatever it may have been. Wasn't a meteor, wasn't an airplane, wasn't a helicopter, and could it have been a drone? I guess, you know, in 90% of these videos, that's always a possibility. But I don't think so. It was just kind of a weird, mysterious orb in the daytime sky spotted by Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Really appreciate that. What's going on, Doug? Say hi to you guys over here. Red Star, ball lightning. You know, I've seen ball lightning a couple of times in a couple of videos, and yeah, it's pretty wild stuff. Okay, I think I have some more folder here. Yeah, this folder here, I've got some more things. Oh, we're going to go back to another video. Here we go. I'm just sharing some of this stuff. This one's also out of Michigan, but as you can clearly see, this was in the nighttime sky. And again, guys, I've got, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of these is going to be easy. I got like seven, maybe 8 things I want to share with you guys. I know you'll get them. Like you got them last time. I mean, you guys were quick. I was impressed. No joke. Okay, here we go. Bay City, Michigan. Brooke Bishop, 12/10 of 2023. Just a few days ago. Here we go. Some sort of a mysterious light in the nighttime sky. Oh, thank you, Shannon Prater. Appreciate that. That's very kind. My pleasure. If I'm not mistaken, on this one here, let me kind of give you the backstory. Brooke. Shannon was very kind over there in the comment section. Thank you, Shannon. But Brooke, I believe, was in a car, and I think she pulled her car over to record this thing. So we don't normally stop our cars to record. There's a nice still image of it right there. Helicopters or airplanes. Obviously, this is neither. What is that thing, right? People seeing stuff like this all the time. You have no idea the amount of video footage I get. Here's a modified version. All I did was kind of brighten it up a little bit, and I think it's this one here. I have another one that I want to share with you guys. One of them has what looks like a feature right in the center of it. I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like it. It is this one. Okay, right there. See how it's got what looks like I don't know, for lack of a better word, a feature. See it in the center of this thing? And I noticed it in different formats, so that's why I knew, okay, more than likely that is something associated with this object, and it's not some sort of a digital artifact that did have maybe a hole in it, or maybe that part of whatever this object was absent of light. Don't know. Just a mysterious object once again spotted in the sky. That's just weird, right? Don't know. There it is right there. That's why I stopped it right there. See that weird feature in the center? And it was in multiple formats. So there was something about the center of this thing that was equally as mysterious. What it is, I don't know, guys. As always, I'll leave it up to you to decide. Don't know, but people see these things a lot. That one there is clearly round. It wasn't a Chinese lantern. The light was way too strong, and it wouldn't have lasted that long. Chinese lanterns are kind of at the mercy of the wind, and wasn't a Chinese lantern. Something different. So we know, like in a lot of instances, like this one here, and some of the other videos that I've shared with you guys. The only thing that we know is what it isn't. 99% of these things, we don't know what they are, but we know what they aren't. Okay, here's another one. I'm trying to get through some of these videos. I've got more to share with you guys, and we'll do them in live streams with more minerals, and we'll talk about current events. Like today, the story of the day, it's the huge solar flare moving at 4.7 million. And you know what? We can verify that. We can verify the speed. Okay. So when that occurred just a couple of hours ago, we should, if that is Earth directed, and it is, or at least a component of this is Earth directed. Maybe not all, but it's enough to cause auroras. Um, we can easily confirm this. There should be auroras tomorrow. I think I already did the math based off of my clock at let's see, 12, maybe around 10 o'clock at night tomorrow, I believe, in the UK. So around 10 o'clock in the UK, still be daylight over here, but it depends on how strong the geomagnetic storm is. Potential geomagnetic storms, sometimes these things can veer off to the right, left, or go below. They're never guaranteed. And sometimes, believe it or not, I've seen slower CMEs create a bigger geomagnetic storm than fast ones. So we will see. But we can confirm that speed if it does show up and cause storms tomorrow by 10 o'clock at night in the UK. So we can confirm that and see if it is indeed true. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot the intro here. Please forgive me. We are in South Kansas City, Missouri. Video here sent in by Andrew Morris, 11/12 of 2023. Have you guys noticed that there have been 3 or 4 videos that I've showed you guys, and out of the 4, or out of the 5 that I've showed you, 4 of them have been on November 11th and 12th. So there was a lot of activity on November 11th and 12th. This was sent in by Andrew Morris, who noticed this in the nighttime sky from South Kansas City, Missouri. Again, like a lot of the videos, we can approach it from we know what it isn't. And look at the similarities. You're going to see what looks like a feature in the middle of this thing, like the video that we just saw. See that feature in the middle? I don't know. And he's not necessarily over zoomed. If you especially at night, if you zoom in so close on a bright object at night, it's going to become totally out of focus. It's going to become super over pixelated in a digital format, and it's next to impossible. I've converted things up to 8K. I've tried to improve the resolution. I try to improve the resolution of most of the videos. For presentation purposes, obviously. If I'm going to show you guys something, I want you to be able to see the very best possible version. But if it's over zoomed, it is next to impossible. I've got a video coming up. Won't be today because I'm still working on it. I'm not quite done. But I did manage to remove some darkness. I've got a little technique that I use that removes darkness, and it's not just a simple inversion flip. It's something that I've taught myself. And you'll see it tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Maybe, what's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I think we'll use it tomorrow. I'm almost done with it. The reason I say maybe tomorrow, because I'm not quite finished working on it, but I managed to remove the darkness. And when one of these rare instances, it revealed the body of a structure. It's like, yeah, man. So you're going to see it. You'll see it tomorrow. We'll probably use it tomorrow. Here's a collection of a few photos that I wanted to share with you guys, and then we're going to get to these rocks that I have over here. See who gets them first. You guys are something else. I never thought you'd get the lapis from Afghanistan. Man, I mean, you nailed it right off the bat. What's going on, guys? Jupiter, SEBRC, Jupiter. King of the Sky. Okay, here we go. QA3 out of Texas sent this in. It was just a photo, but it was of 3 lights in a row off in the distance. That's a pretty good ways away from his location. That's like the original photo. No video, but 3 lights in a row. from his location in Texas just a couple of days ago, around 48 hours ago, right? Another photo out of Texas. Check this out. What? Huge thunderhead. Terlingua Ranch, Texas. Big old thunderstorm moving through from a few days ago. Tammy Humphrey. Now, this one was the resolution, but you still get the idea. I worked on it a little bit, but and it improved some. But the resolution, you can see the pixels, but you still get the idea of this unbelievable, ominous-looking shelf cloud spanned as far as would fit in the camera. So many miles. This was above Bradenburg, Kentucky. It's named by Tammy Humphrey, of a highly ominous looking storm cloud. Got all kinds of colors going on there. You've got like a light or dark gray down here at the bottom, almost green over here on the right, and then light black, and then light gray, and then white. And then you can see what looks like a double decker shelf cloud. Very ominous looking sky. Here's a weird looking sky sent in by Rebecca Hopkins out of Lake Bay, Washington. And if you guys have sent stuff in, just know I'm working on it. I really am. I've got my Dropbox over here that I go through every morning, and then email. I've been in email today, and I've got many folders of things that I'm still working on. So thank you so much for sending things in. If you haven't seen it in the video yet, just know that chances are I'm still working on it. You know, I want to put your name on it, and sometimes I, you know, maybe make some minor edits, but this one here, I didn't edit it at all. Rebecca Hopkins saw what it looked like. Another, which you're going to see tomorrow, you're going to see more examples of this right here on a massive scale. Okay, a massive scale. I'm not kidding. Unbelievable. So be ready for tomorrow's video. But that's kind of cool. She noticed that in the sky above Lake Bay, Washington. It just doesn't look natural, you know. You got an angle there and an angle there. Why? I mean, the rest of the clouds just look like clouds are random, you know. Like, what is going on? Check this out. You guys are gonna like this one. How about that? Just got this one today. Sent in by Jenny Landon. Not sure of the location. Doesn't matter. You can tell it's just an awesome photo. How about that? Jenny Landon. She described them as angel wings in the daytime sky. How about that? Awesome photo. Not sure the location. She didn't tell me, and that's okay. You guys don't have to, but I do like, you know, if you just give your first name and your last initial. That's all that's necessary. If you want to give your whole name, that's great too. But great photo by Jenny, and I just got that, so probably no more than a couple days old at best. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, check this out. December 9th of 2023. Sean Saturday out of Camas, Washington, just after dawn on December 9th of 2023. Check that out. Now, sometimes we see these. In fact, I shared a photo yesterday of what looked like a big trumpet spanning through the sky. Remember that? It was in the last live stream. Here's how that happens. See? Mystery solved right there. See the mountain obscuring the light, and it's creating a shadow in the sky because of the mountain, and that's out of Washington. So Mount Rainier, maybe. I don't know. One of those. That's in the Cascades up there. So that's what creates that sometimes. If the sun is setting at just the right angle, just the right time, and if the clouds are, if there has to be clouds, obviously, the clouds are just the right density, you know, everything lines up just right, you'll get that phenomenon right there. And it's a phenomenon because it's explainable, it's mysterious looking. How about that? And right there you go. So when you see those big beams sometimes, they don't happen every day. Like I said, atmospheric conditions have to be just right. But look at that. Secret revealed, huh? Right on. There you go. Awesome photo by Sean out of, is it Camas, Washington, or Camas? I think it's Camas, right? Oh, is that Mount Hood? Mount Hood. There you go. Cool. All right, here we go. Oh, Ed saw this. I believe it was this morning. Check this out. Like a comet going through the sky out of Oakland. Check it out. Oakland, Maryland. I learned something new today. And we all can learn new things every day. I didn't know there was an Oakland, Maryland until today. I'd heard of Oakland, California. This is out of Oakland, Maryland from 6:15 this morning. He found that very unusual in the early morning sky before sunrise. Almost looked like I don't know, like a meteor maybe went through the sky and left behind a smoke trail. He found that very mysterious, some sort of a light beam almost in the sky before sunrise. William out of Nebraska. Check this out. Big old, what looks like a thunderhead in the sky as storms were lost. The clouds were just going up. That's probably 45, 50,000 feet on its way up to 55,000 foot thunderhead. Susie Smith out of Ketchy, Kansas. Big old tall, bright pink, light orange, double decker rainbow. That's the entire rainbow. And here's the right side. They were very close to, that's either the beginning or the end, however you prefer to identify what you're seeing there. But I can remember years ago when we were kids playing outside and rain would come through and then we'd go inside while it was raining, come back out and we'd see a rainbow, opposite the sun. And they were always too far away to see the beginning or the end of the rainbow. And I've gotten more photos here in the last couple of years of people, I mean, super close to the end or the beginning of the rainbow, even closer than that right there. And I don't recall seeing that as much as I've seen it here just in the last couple of years. Lisa out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas, noticed something in the sky. Do you see it? Again, more angles. We're seeing angles in the sky. Everything else in the sky with regard to the photo looks normal, right? You got normal clouds, just white clouds, right? Nothing unusual about that except this angle here, that angle there, and you can kind of see one up here. It's a little difficult to see because it's blocked by the thin cloud cover, the thick clouds over here. But for mysterious unknown reasons, that's why she took the photo. Looks like a triangle up in the sky, a void that just appeared for unknown reasons. And then we go from a void in the same location, and I think on the same day, check it out. Doesn't look like a natural cloud. Looks like some sort of a structure up in the sky of intelligent design. It doesn't look like a natural cloud. You can see the natural clouds above it, below it. That's what compelled her to take the photo, was this feature right here in the center. That's almost a different color. Got blue skies up above and below. Got a collection of clouds in the middle, and then something in the middle of that. Maybe using the clouds as camouflage or something. I don't know. But it doesn't look natural. It's a good observation, Lightning sent in out of Texas. Terlingua Ranch, Texas. Big old lightning bolt making contact with the ground. Not only one, but two, maybe three there. From that probably same storm that we saw photos of just a second ago. Missouri green object. Here's another double decker. Get these every once in a while. They come in spurts whenever I can tell when there's storms moving across the country and various locations around the world. I'll start getting photos like this one here by Jesse B. out of Longview, Washington, low to the ground, and the beginning or the end is over here on the right. He was probably less than a mile away. Could have drove to it. The rainbow right there in front of him. Good photo. Thank you, Jesse. Really appreciate that. All right. Oh, yeah, this one here by Lisa, also out of, no, not that one. There was another one. You guys have already seen that one. Yeah, that's all the photos. I shared the videos with you guys. I think I did. Yeah. All right, cool. So I'll make sure I went through them all because I wanted to use them all. I want to show you guys this cool stuff that's being sent in. Now, speaking of cool stuff, you ready? Here we go. All right. Got a collection of various things over here that I want to share with you guys, and I've got a lot more to share with you guys, but we're going to do it in small increments. Okay. I don't know which one to start off with. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with this one. Ready? Here we go. See who gets it. San Francisco, Scotland. Coal, obsidian. Yeah, obsidian, Tammy Turner. It is I think it's in the obsidian family, not an asteroid. Um, I'll tell you the official name for this. Ready? Here we go. Now there's two different kinds of what you're about to see here. There's rough, that's what this is. In fact, it's semi-rough. Got a smooth side here, but it's rough. It's this right here. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, Dan Tapa. Smartest people in the world. You cease to amaze me. No, you know, I'm not surprised. That's it. Apache Tier. And this is a rough version of Apache Tier, but it is volcanic glass, and obsidian is in that family. I'm going to share it with you guys later. It's really big. It came out of a volcano, but I'm not going to share it today. But we'll share that one another day. And again, I got these from a modern day, real life Indiana Jones. No kidding. Yeah. Guys traveled the earth his whole life collecting these things. And he knows what they are. And so do you, obviously. Here we go. You ready? Yeah. You guys will probably get this one pretty easy. Kathy, that was called Apache Tears, the other one. Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, it's in the jade family. This came out of Peru. Those come from a cave down in Peru. Yes, jade. This next one, I'll be surprised. No, I won't be. You guys haven't surprised me at all. Okay. Here you go. This one, the reason I got it because it reminded me of the Earth. Just look at the color. Check it out. Yeah, Peruvian jade. You're right, Susie. No, not yet. Nope. It's not rough lapis. Yesterday was polished lapis out of Afghanistan. This is a form of ore. I mean, it may be hard to tell in the camera. It's a form of. I got like a big chunk of kryptonite over there. I'll share it with you guys maybe in the next live stream. Yeah, azurite malachite, but that's a form of blue ore is what they call that, and it's not peacock ore. I've got. I'm not going to say. I'm going to share with you guys later, but there you go. This is unpolished. Obviously, it's very rough, but see the colors. It reminded me of the Earth when I saw it. Obviously, the blue skies, blue water, and then the green. There's some brown in there. Kind of pretty cool. Now this one here is going to be pretty easy. There's two. Where'd it go? Okay, I got. You guys will get this one easy. This isn't a rock, by the way. Yeah, now you got it, Cole. Coxnot, love you too. Thank you. That's very kind. It is a tooth. And Emily, yes, it is a shark tooth. Got a whole bag of them over here. Here's another shark tooth. Check it out. Shark tooth. Now this one here, I don't even know if I can show it. I'll try. How's that? Look at that. See how small that is? I think that came out of a. He said it was a shark tooth, but it must have been a baby shark tooth. That's all I can say. But yes, very good. Shark teeth. Okay. In fact, got a whole bag of them. See them? There they are. There's even fossils in here too. There's shark teeth and then fossils, all kinds of. I got one here for you. Let's see if you get this one. You probably will, but they're so small you may not. I don't know. See, can you see those? Probably not. Can you see that? They're too small. Here's a whole bag of them here. These are called. There you go. There. See those? Not raisins. Onyx, no. You guys ever hear of shungite? Shungite. That's shungite. Rough chips. Shungite. Shungite. They look like coffee beans. You're right. You are exactly right. They look like coffee beans, but they're shungite. Whole bag of shungite rough chips. See that? They get my fingers out. You got a little bit of residue on them. Shungite. I haven't had these very long. Not very long at all. I got one coming up here. Whoop. Back here. Okay. Okay, so here's the next one. You guys will get this one easy. This came out of Africa from modern day Indiana Jones. Shungite, yeah, water purifier. You're right. Yeah, it comes from quartz, white opal, rose quartz. Jay, yeah, you're right. Pink quartz. They call it rose quartz. Dan, Mary, and that's right. Sando Minga. Supposedly, that shungite is good for like an EMP type stuff. Amethyst. This supposedly came from Africa, right? Now this one here, and I've got one that I'm saving. And I may use it in my next live stream, but we'll see. It's really cool. This one here, I'm gonna need a little help on. I need help on all these. I know what rose quartz. That's correct, Tammy. What's this one here? Trying to get it to there. You go. The light to. Yeah, labradite. Look at you, man. You guys rock. You guys do, man. Labby, yeah. Way to go. Yeah. Don't know where it's from though. Definitely don't know where it's from, but I got it from the same guy. Modern day Indiana Jones. And then you guys all know what this stuff here is, right? I got that shungite all over my fingers. Yeah, labradorite's pretty, isn't it? Selenite, yeah, it's just a different shape. Yesterday I showed you guys, or the last one I showed you this one. Remember that one? Well, this is just a different shape, a little rougher cut. This one's more straight. I'll keep that just sitting over here. But yeah, that's a rough cut version. And then I've got one more. I'll share these with you guys. Got more to share too, but we'll do them another day. These are obviously polished. Do I have the very rare arrowheads? Adam, the truth seeker. Lava stone, hematite. No arrowheads, no. Black opal. I believe it's a black opal or polished. It's in the obsidian polished. I think is it magnetite. But is it magnetic? I don't think so. We'll check. Watch. Rare earth magnet. It's not magnetic. And I had these in a different bag. That's why they got mislabeled because I have a chart over there that has the names of all of these, and that was in the Apache Tears. I'm like, no, that's not Apache Tears. But yeah, and where are we at? Yeah, no, so those aren't magnetic. Now here we go. I don't know if I shared this with you guys. Now the storm is a possible geomagnetic storm. We the people could be in less than 24 hours because there's a high speed solar flare that produced CME and RU Sirius 4.7 million miles an hour. That doesn't come around very often. And that's coming around and that's coming towards the Earth that could produce, I use the word could produce a spectacular geomagnetic storm, but no guarantee. One more, guys. What we got going on here? Terrestrial to receive video of transforming V-shaped craft. I'm working on it. Those are tomorrow. Yeah, there's some good ones. Yes, sir. Yeah, lapis again, and this one's not polished. This is just a rougher version of it. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. Why do I keep saying yesterday? I didn't do a live stream yesterday. I did the day before. But yes, that is a rough version. The other one I had, I shared with you guys the other day, was a rectangle version of lapis. And then this is where we started. The writing was too small to read, but we started off with the Apache tears, volcanic glass. I mean, because I know some people said they couldn't read it. Let me read it to you. Isn't that cool? That came out of a volcano. Apache tears, translucent black, volcanic glass, a stone of protection that prevents emotional draining from others, works as a shield against unwanted vibrations, sharpens vision, helps with transitions, health aids, emotional security, and peace. Peace. Volcanic glass, Apache tears. And again, you guys, lapis lazuli. Yeah, you're right. You're so right. Put all this stuff away. Got a whole bag of shark teeth over there. I actually got those for a project for my son. He needed kind of like a show and tell day at school, you know? So we went and saw the modern day Indiana Jones. And he took some really cool things to school for show and tell. Some things that people had not seen. Dinosaur bone. They got to hold I think I showed that to you guys yesterday. Yeah, dinosaur bone that came from the Andes Mountains, right? And he took some shark teeth, and he took, I think that it's right up there, that heavy meteorite, and showed how it's magnetic and all that. So had some fun. Oh yeah, here's the small meteorite. I showed it in a video yesterday. This is that little bitty guy that came in, don't know where. That's mostly iron, it looks like, right? Yeah, magnet. Yes, highly magnetic. It's got the magnets. No doubt. That's definitely a meteor for sure. And this side over here is kind of melted, smooth. That's old. That's what you call old school. Old school. All right, guys. And here's a polished obsidian. Looks like a pool ball, right? Like an 8-ball. It's not an 8-ball. It's just polished obsidian. Little black sphere. Right on. All right, guys. So we're going to measure and calculate. We're going to do our own calculations, and we're anticipating this very large, very powerful X28 solar flare that just occurred a few hours ago. It's being calculated as coming off the surface of the sun at 4.7 million miles per hour, and we're going to do our own math. There should be activity in the atmosphere, especially in the upper latitudes above 50. We'll see if it pushes the auroras down into the 40-degree latitude. That would be kind of cool. We'll have to wait and see. But if it is indeed moving at 4.7 million miles per hour, we should see auroras at the very least by this time tomorrow. So the D region reacted very, very quickly. This was a strong storm. So there is a storm headed our way and could potentially be moving again nearly 5 million miles per hour. I'd like to thank the new Star Family members, Blue Star members, Really T with Krista Marie. That's a catchy name. I like that. Renee Lamb joined 0 days ago. Elizabeth Ann Hankins is now a Green Star member. Thank you, Elizabeth Ann Hankins Campbell, and welcome to the Star family. If you guys would be interested in becoming a Star member like Terrestrial and Polenta R. Forrest and Terry Washington over here, whose names are highlighted in green, you can do so by checking out the link down below in the description box and in the comment section. I'll get to of this video. It takes a little longer for live streams. And don't forget to order your 2024 Sky Phenomena photo calendar. You can also find linked down below and over here at the homepage of the website. Simply click on this banner right here and it'll take you to the website where you can order your calendar, and they'll mail it directly to your home. I thank you in advance, and I thank you all for joining today's live stream. The next live stream will get more minerals, different types of rocks and things like that are super unique. I find them very cool and fascinating. I had to locate a couple. One of my favorites, I just moved here recently, and one of my favorites I'm not able to find, and I want to share it with you guys. I know you'll like it too. And I'll find it. It's just I got to look in the right spot. So once again, guys, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for geomagnetic storms here in less than 24 hours. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.